And joining us exclusively now are Cathy Hayes, her husband Jeff, and his brother Donald. Good morning to the three of you. Well, I guess it's pretty much safe to say that you guys are lucky to escape with your lives from that situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was scary. I thought I was going to die. I really did.
We see in the video something, it looks to be a stick, incited the bison. Are either of the three of you responsible for doing anything to get the attention of the bison by throwing anything at it?
No. If you watch the video from the very beginning, you can see there's a white, something white as he's walking across the parking lot.
Yeah.
It's enlarged, like just, I think it's just sitting on his fur or something. And as we were taping it, once he gets to the clearing, he starts to shake it because I think it's annoying him. And he shakes it and it comes up and lands and hits himself in the back. And that's when he decides he's upset.
Now, I guess the other big question that people at home are probably asking themselves, why would you get out of the car and get that close to an animal this size?
We were across the parking lot, Donald and I were taking
We were already
pictures.
out of the parking lot, out of the vehicle. We were taking photos of biscuit base and geysers. And then my brother and my other brother yelled bison, and we looked around and saw it walking in a parking lot.
But at that point, I would think most people would say, okay, let's stay as far away from this thing as possible. I mean, this is a, half a ton animal, but you guys decided to video it and get it kind of, I guess, as close as you possibly could. When did you finally realize, you know what, this is a bad idea?
As soon as I started seeing him paw the ground, and my husband's yelling, get out, get out. And then I hid behind a clump of trees. And it went for him first, because he was in the clearing. I was hiding behind the trees.
Yeah.
And he went after him, and he fell, and immediately he was down. So the bison turned on me, and I ran behind a clump of trees, and he hit the trees hard. They were only about 3 to 4 inches, big. And so he hit them hard, and then I was going to run to another clump of trees, because I knew that tree wouldn't last. And he turned on a dime and came after me and hit me on this leg and flipped me end over end like a rag doll in the air.
What are you thinking? You're watching this happen. You're seeing your brother and your wife being attacked by this 1,000-pound animal.
Well, you kind of get complacent because they seem so docile when they're just walking around, nonchalantly. But it was amazing how fast he got agitated and irritated and turned, and then all of a sudden, I knew that it wasn't a good situation as soon as he bucked and kicked his legs and started changing his demeanor. I was trying to tell him to get back and get out of there.
They're big, but they're pretty quick once they get going.
Absolutely.
Cathy, let me ask you about your injuries. What are the extent of your injuries right now?
Well, the bison hit me here. Would you like to see?
Go ahead. If you'd like to show, go ahead.
This is
a little
where
graphic for those of you at home, but take a look.
This is where the bison initially hit me with his horn and his nose.
Yeah. And
I went flying end over end, and then I landed on my kneecap, and this is what I got to show for.
So what are the doctors saying?
One doctor in Jackson Hole, after the 2.5-hour ambulance ride, said that he would operate on it, but my insurance wouldn't cover it, so he didn't.
Didn't operate at this point. About your injuries?
I broke my big left toe, and then when my elbow hit the ground, I shattered my right shoulder, and I've got 3 ribs that are kind of in bad shape. I see an orthopedic surgeon Tuesday.
Yeah, well.
See what goes on.
You guys got to obey those signs. Don't get out of your cars and stay away from the animals. But thank you for joining us. We hope that the recovery is quick for all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.